You know what scares me the most about season 2 of FRIEREN? Beyond Journey's End? It's not the demons, it's not the battles, it's the possibility that FRIEREN might finally understand humans. Just when it's too late again. And trust me, there are things about season 2 that fans are not ready to face. Hidden truths, controversies, and one massive misconception that could completely change how you see a Freyren forever. Okay, so I was sitting here thinking about Freyren, and suddenly it hit me. This isn't just an anime, it's a quite psychological breakdown, disguised as a fantasy story. And season 2 is going to hurt a lot more than people expect. Most people think Frieren is a slow anime. They say nothing happens, no high fights, it's just emotional moments. That's the biggest misunderstanding. Because Frieren is not slow, it's patient. There's a difference. This story isn't about action, it's about time. Frieren has lived for over 1,000 years, and for her, humans are just moments. But here the truth season 2 is going to expose. Freyren is not emotionally distant because she doesn't care. She is distant because she doesn't know how to handle loss. And season 2 is going to force her to confront that again. Now let's talk about something fans are whispering about. The biggest controversy around season 2. Will it lose its magic? Because season 1 was perfect. The pacing, the silence, the emotions, it felt like a memory. But season 2 is entirely entering a different phase. More structured arc, more character confrontations, and yes, more visible conflict. Some fans are scared that it might turn into a typical fantasy anime. But here's my strong opinion. If season 2 becomes louder, it's not a downgrade, it's evolution. Because Freyrin herself is changing. She is slowly becoming more human, and that's uncomfortable. Let's get into the spicy stuff. Fan theories. There are one theory that's been circulating everywhere. Freyren will eventually regret not loving Himmel properly. And honestly, I think that's already happening. Every memory, every small flashback, every time she pauses when his name comes up. That's not nostalgia, that's delayed grief. And season 2 might push this even further. Imagine this Freyren meeting people who remind her of Himmel, but realizing she can never recreate that bond again. That realization, that's where Freyren breaks. Let me ask you something. What happens when someone who loves forever finally understands what it means to lose someone? That's Freyren's real journey. Not magic, not demons. Emotional timing. Humans feel everything quickly. Love, pain, regret. Freyren, she feels everything. Too late. And season 2 is going to explore that gap even deeper. The pain of realizing too late, the guilt of not valuing moments, the quiet fear of forming new bonds just to lose them again. That's why she keeps people at a distance. Not because she's cold, but because she's afraid. Here's the truth no one is saying loudly. Season 2 is not about adventure, it's about consequences. Every small emotional moment for season 1, they're going to come back heavier, more intense, more personal, and Freyren won't be able to run from it this time because now she's starting to care. You know what hurts the most? Freyren is learning how to love in a world where everything she loves disappears. And maybe that's why we connect with her so much. Because in our own way, we have all experienced moments we didn't value enough, people we didn't understand in time, and regrets that came too late. So tell me, do you think season 2 will make Freyren finally confront her emotions? Or will she lose something again before she even realizes its value? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you felt even a little bit of that silence, that pain, that realization, hit like, subscribe, because we are not just watching anime here, we are understanding it, one memory at a time.